Hi everyone, this is Meg at Chasing Retro. I hope you guys are all doing well today and enjoying your weekend so far. Today I have a haul from 3 different places, so I guess this will be called a collective haul. The first things I'm going to show you are from a thrift shop. I went to one of my favorite thrift shops, not my favorite, but my second favorite, and they were having a 50% off sale through the whole store. That was sort of a non-planned decision. We were just near the spot where it was when we were running other errands. So we did that on my husband's day off. And then I have a couple of books that I found on the library book table, which is kind of like an extension of the library bookstore at our main library. And then last but not least, I went to a couple of yard sales yesterday, and I'll show you what I found there. All right, let's start with the thrift store items. The first thing is, of course, you guys are used to me seeing me pick this up. This is a beautiful Christmas green pack of Rig Rack, and it was 50 cents, so half of that was 25. This was sort of serendipitous. I've looked through this same bin at the same thrift store for weeks, and nobody really shops in this bin because it's sewing stuff, and I feel like I see the same things over and over, but somehow I missed this. So I'm going to try to figure out how to add this to my draft journal. They're the little buttons with the single hole in the back, so I don't know how old they are. They can't be that old, because this is a Walmart sticker that looks, you know, maybe early 2000s. It's not when they still had just the little lime green stickers like this. So, I mean, you can tell the price difference too, so. But aren't they cute? Their little eyes are closed. And then I found this bag of bows. Now, I had seen this before, but didn't really want to pay $1 for it. But since it was marked down to 50 cents, I decided to. These are just a selection of pastel color bows. They're sewn, so they won't come undone. But I know a lot of people buy these off of Temu, but I've never really taken the plunge to do that. So just lovely, 4 little lovely shades of pastel colors. This was kind of interesting. Hawaiian lays just string up. So obviously I could make lays with this, but I probably will not because I don't have a Hawaiian themed party planned anytime soon. I bought it because the flowers look to be like dyed, or I don't know. I feel like they weren't just bought this way. I feel like someone had colored them themselves, and I've got all these leaves. Light green and dark green. And then I have all these little colored straws cut up, which I think that would be kind of cool on a, you know, like a really childhood themed journal, to maybe put these on a tassel somehow. Y'all give me your thoughts on these. Have you ever used straw segments on your tassels? So these feel like coffee filters, but if you can see, there's like, I don't know if you can tell, there's like a fiber type woven, not woven, but like it almost looks like spun fiberglass in the paper. I know that's not what it is, but very interesting. And they just looked like they had been dyed or sprayed with ink of some sort. I don't know if a crafter did this or if these were bought this way. I feel like that would not be the case, but I could be wrong. Just really fun colors, and I thought, I mean, they're big, but to decorate a page with would be kind of cool. And you could even put, you know, sew it like a button. Put some yarn or fun string through the holes. I don't know. For $1, I thought it was worth grabbing just to play around with and see what I could get creative making out of these. So let me know your thoughts. What do you think of these? Let's see what this paper says. Oh, Avery labels. Okay. The next item from the thrift store is a big bag of lace. I'm sorry, ribbon. It was $7, so half was $3. And I'm gonna go ahead and take it out because I'm gonna go ahead and sort through it and see what's in here, and then if I'm going to redonate anything, I want to get that separated, and then I want to prep things for wrapping onto a card. So a lot of this is just really wrinkled. It has a very musty odor to it too, so I'm probably going to throw it in the sink with some detergent and let it soak, and then when it dries I can iron it. But this is a really pretty like a cornflower blue, or a little bit darker. It's not quite a royal blue. And then this little thing is a cross stitch ribbon, little segment of it anyway. That might be cute in a Christmas journal. Honestly, I kind of got it for this one because this just looked very 80s to me. It's a polka dot with a tiny tatted or crocheted edging. We have some Americana ribbon in here, some bows. This stuff, I don't know what this is called, satin cording maybe. That might be a cool tassel, I'm not sure, I've never tried it. Someone's Hershey's Kisses wrapper, so maybe this was a Christmas crafting, from someone's Christmas crafting. I have this one little piece of feed sack like fabric in here. Put that aside. Oh, here's another piece. This was cool, and I have gotten this before. In fact, I made some Christmas journals last year, and this is how I closed them. They were mini journals, and if you guys ever see this stuff, it's really fun and really cool to work with, and you can use it as a closure. I got red and green last year, I believe, but this is a gold, so I can use this for sure. And then y'all remember this little tiny metallic stuff. I remember that from the 80s, this one too. And I think this is called picot ribbon. And there's a little bit of yarn in here, and then there's this width grow game. Looks like baby. Maybe someone was working on a baby project. We have some seam binding here in brown, some stained lace, some plaid ribbon. So yeah, I can wash this and iron it if needed and put it on cards to have for journal closures, or I will not keep this. This is curling ribbon, and my cat, one of them, eats this, and I just know she's going to end up with an intestinal blockage or something. This is old, really old cough drop wrapper. So funny what ends up in these bags. Oh, and one more thing, a stained Dijon mustard. I will not be using that. Okay. Next is another bag. This is not easy to open. It's one of those drawstring bags with the yarn. And it says $4 knitted laces and material. Knitted pieces. So this was kind of I don't really know what I'm getting, but for $2, I just thought, why not? Oh, there's potpourri in here. Wow. We have some crochet, I see also. Some yarns, strings. A random little chicken. A Sub Club 1998 customer appreciation card. Look at that. Someone has gotten 6 out of their 8 subs for the Sub Club. Some variegated yarn that's got some sort of white stuff on it, so I don't know if I'm going to keep this. I don't know what it is. We'll see. Maybe I can shake it out because over there. And then, okay, looks like we have an old Walmart receipt. Let's see if I can read the date. 2010. They bought yarn, and craft. So this is probably, you know, 2010-ish, maybe. This is a little sombrero type hat. Interesting. Here's some variegated baby yarn. This is probably what they bought at Walmart, Baby Soft. There's some kind of white stuff just coming off. It's one of the things said it was a candle, so maybe it's wax. I threw something away that said something about a candle. I don't know. Then I have this little chicken. This looks like, I don't know. What is this, y'all? Is this to put over a little egg? Like an Easter egg? Y'all let me know if you know what that is. This is another, maybe animal. A pig, maybe? We have a little granny square type thing. Oh, this is cute. It's a little dress. That's adorable. It's on a hanger. I have this little tiny pattern book. A little tiny doily. What is that? Maybe a doll blanket or something. A little baby cap. This is the kind of stuff that I would probably donate to my thrift shop. They have the most adorable, not this same one I got it from, another one. They had the most adorable separate room for baby things, and I see stuff like this in there all the time. I don't know what that is, but it's cute. A little flower. We have some really cool fine orange yarn. A purple flower and some potpourri, and I'll be throwing this away. I don't want any potpourri or scented items. This is absolutely beautiful. Very useful. It's worth the $2 for that, I think. Oh, adult size cap. It's bright orange. These may be bells, but they look maybe like pot holders. I don't know. Y'all let me know. It almost looks like the little things that you would, the dress for the Barbie. Y'all remember those things? And then we have another one of these. It has a price on it. Someone tried to sell this for $5. What is it though? Is it a can to put around a can to make your can have a little skirt? And then we have, it's cool. It's like a, I'm assuming it's like a trivet type thing. It's awesome though. I like it. All right, so let me put this back in the bag because I'm going to be washing all these as well. I hope this yarn is color fast. Oops, little bow. We'll leave the chicken out. All right, so that was the end of the thrift store items. All right, next I have a couple of books that I found at the library book sale table. The first one is a shaped golden book. And of course, y'all know I had to get it because of what was on the first page. Some giraffes. And I just like having these little shaped books in my stash because they're really fun to put in journals, and they're really cool when they're folded in, so you can have the whole page. The last couple of pages have water damage, but for the most part, the book is great. That was a cute little find. And then this, I remember reading this to my kids when they were little. I thought it was Scholastic, and maybe Scholastic did reprint it at some point, but this this says 4 Seasons for Little People, and the illustrations, I'm not a huge fan of the little children's faces, and that was kind of cute. But the art and the nature scenes is what I really got this book for. I remember loving this, loving the art, even when I read it to our kids. and they would like to just sit and look at it. The fall pictures are especially nice. And I was feeling nostalgic this day, I guess. And I don't know what that is. Is it like a repeat? Maybe it's just extra words. I really don't know. I remember this being a very interesting, unique book. Winter. Spring is also really pretty. Lots of green. I love this picture. Little girls with braids, it looks like. Y'all tell me if you have this book in your stash and how you have used it, if you have it. Okay, we went to 2 yard sales yesterday. One was near our house and one was in a town where we spent most of the rest of the day. I just kind of, you know, saw that there was a yard sale nearby and we were going to be in that town anyway, so we just kind of left the house 30 minutes early to make it over. At this one particular yard sale, she had some Christmas pins. They're vintage. I don't know how old they are, but they were $1 a piece. And I just think they're lovely. I love Christmas pins. It's hard for me to turn them down. And then I bought this one, which is like a daisy. I'll be using this in the daisy journal, I'm sure. I'd never seen one with the petals being clear rhinestones like that. And then I bought this necklace, and I'll be taking this apart to use the flowers. They're not really beads. They're attached to this chain link, so it'll be a little interesting. We'll see what I can do, but I thought maybe I could fashion it into something that I could attach to a dangle or a tie on top of a journal. I love how 60s they are, though. And I love the powder blue. That was a couple of dollars. And then after I bought those, and I also bought a little bunny for our daughter, she saw that I had these in my hand, and she said, just take those. I'm just glad somebody wants them. So her husband was there, and she said he was 77, and these belonged to his grandmother. So probably from the 20s and 30s, if I'm guessing. This one is missing a cover. 1936, right in the middle of the Depression. The pictures are amazing. That's just the perfect picture of a Depression-era kitchen. And the pages is that satiny, velvety feeling paper that's really smooth and you just love to write on. It's a dream to work with. So some of these actually look really good. The Calumet Baking Powder Cookbook. Beautiful cover, and look at that little kid. He looks kind of like a Campbell's kid. Homemade donuts. $1, which was a lot of money back then, I think. And I don't know that there is a date on this one. That's a shame. No date, but probably 30s. And then mostly recipes that are black and white, but then they have these colored pictures of things throughout. Look at the little kid with the pancake. Look at those donuts. I would like to have one of those right now. Cream puffs. Strawberry shortcake. Oh my goodness. The fonts are beautiful in here too. Look at this. The Calumet Model Kitchen. They still make this brand too. I'm almost positive I've bought it. Look at the chemistry lab. And here's the building, the headquarters, I guess. Plant number 2. A hospital room in charge of registered nurse as part of the welfare work for the benefit of Calumet employees. Okay, so if you work there, you get free medical care with their hospital. That's neat. coconut cake, my husband's favorite. Charlotte Russe, I've made that once. Gold cake, devil's food cake, that does not look very chocolatey to me. Jelly roll cream cake. Meat pie, chocolate cake, my favorite. And still no date. Sorry guys, I will have to do some research to find out how old this is. Really cool though. Yeah. This is put out by Spry Shortening or Oleo, whatever they called it. Oh, look, there's something clipped out of a magazine or newspaper. Love that. Aunt Jenny. No date on this book either. Oh yeah, 1942, so right in the middle of the war. That's one of my favorite desserts. I've talked about that before. I'm a little bit nervous, ooh, another coconut, about using egg whites now because there's so many recalls of things. I guess I could use pasteurized egg whites and make the meringue, but I don't know, maybe I'll try it again. Look at this. Just another little piece of ephemera tucked in from Philly. I'll put that in my ephemera box. Interesting. I like all the yellow in here. And then we have the Amish Dutch Cookbook, which is a really pretty cover. Let's see if there's a date. Don't think so. Oh yeah, 1966 is this printing. And there's her name, Edith McSomething. Look at that. And here's Aunt Jenny again. She has another volume, and this time it's green. The pictures in here are hilarious. Her expression, her husband. This chocolate cake of yours is a humdinger. Funny. No date in here either, but judging from the other one, it's probably during the 40s. Sarasota Household Hints, 15 cents. This looks really old. Really old. It's that Great Gatsby type font too. Oh, I wish I knew how old that was, but man, love it. And then Wherever, I guess this is the cookware. New Method Cooking Instruction Book. The Aluminum Cooking Utensil Company. I think my grandma had some Wherever cookware. 1945. Aluminum is friendly to foods. This kind of feels like newspaper. It's not as smooth as the others. Really cool. Okay, so I've got those little pamphlets that were basically free. Then we went to another yard sale. This is what I'm talking about, the one that was in the next town over. And I found, first of all, my husband found records, so he was happy. My son found some DVDs and Blu-rays that he's been wanting, so he was happy. And I found some linens and some children's books. So let me show you. I don't even think they charged me $1/4 for these. These are, y'all, these are Rand McNally. I don't know that I've ever seen any this old. I want to say they charged, I bought 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 books, and I think they just charged me $1. So that's 20 cents. I was blown away. given in Christmas 1940. This is definitely Rand McNally, and it's little Billy Goat's Gruff. The pages are very smooth, almost shiny. Adorable illustrations, though. Have y'all seen any Rand McNally's this old? I would love to know. Love to know. That's a cute picture. And did I look at the date? Let's see. 19. Certain Roman numerals where you have to subtract, those are the ones that stump me. I'll have to come back to that. I'll look it up. And then the other one is called I Wonder Why. Some little kid colored in it later on, it looks like. And this is, oh, the edition of 1938. Originally 1916 and then republished in 38. That's what I'm guessing. That's what the pages feel like to me, and the way they drew the kids' faces and stuff. Oh, we have a little bit of color in here. That's a really cute image. That too. These are just little poems, I guess. Little fairies. Oh, look at the Christmas picture. Cookies. Oh, the radiator soldiers. I guess a radiator would be something kind of terrifying to a child. That is exquisite right there. Oh my goodness. Look at that. The pillows are smiling at her. I think that's cute. I guess some people would see that as creepy, but I think that's cute. So neat. The oldest Rand McNally's I've ever seen to date. I was super tickled about this one. I will be using this as one of the covers for the upcoming Heidi journals. The colors are perfect because I'm going to be using royal blue, red, and yellow, and white. So the illustrations in here are black and white, of course. This is one of the Whitman's Junior editions, I think. Kind of like the Little Women that I used. So yeah, I can still use this, most definitely. They're just not as vivid as the book I just showed, you know. But the more, the better when it comes to illustrations for these Heidi journals. I want them to be very full of illustrations from a variety of different books and illustrators. This is a discarded library book. This is this is before they used call numbers in the juvenile section. And I also got this Little Women, and I kind of like that there's a glass mark here. The outside is pretty weathered. I don't know what causes that, but this is still beautiful, and I thought this would make a beautiful book, a journal for someone who wanted to make a Little Women journal. So I will be putting this in my shop, I think. I'm almost positive that I will. 1943 Christmas gift. Published in 1915, or copyright 1915. It's probably not that old, but it could be. Look at this. I always hope that there's like a bookmark or something tucked in these, but very rarely. Look, even the margins are like the indentations are interesting. They're not what we usually see. I don't know that this one has pictures at all. Really cool though. But this looks like the full, this does not look like the abridged one. This looks like the full novel. And the last book is a big one, and it is by Waddy Piper, who is probably best known for The Little Engine That Could. So when I saw this, I saw the side of it first because the books were in a box sort of on their side, or, you know, upright. And when I saw this and I saw the font and the type of cover it was, I knew I needed to dig this one out. I'd never seen this one before, The Gateway to Storyland, but it is just precious. I mean, this alone could be wallpaper for a children's nursery. Would that not be so cute? We have Peter Rabbit first. I'm not going to flip through the whole thing, but just give you an idea of the types of illustrations that are in here. Here's a mule named Burrito, and I guess this is the little hen, the little red hen who tried to get help with her bread baking. We have a poem of the Ice Cream Man. Mrs. Tabby Gray. Chicken Little. Sugar Plum Tree. Look how sweet. Oh my goodness, so adorable. That'll be a great image for the nighttime journals. Gingerbread Boy, which I don't know, that story makes me sad. I really could never read it to our kids. I saw the Three Little Kittens. Here they are. Aren't they cute? So yeah, excited about this one for sure. Then I saw this down in a box, and I really don't know what it is. I wondered if it was an apron, but I bought it anyway because I figured it would not be very expensive. Let's see. No, it's not an apron. What is this, y'all? So it's got some foam in here, very thin foam, and it's stitched, and it's in a triangle shape. What could this be? Does anybody know what this might be? I bought it for the fabric. It's a very thin, almost handkerchief type material. I'll take the foam out. I'll wash it and I'll see if I can use it for something. It looks like it used to be a napkin or something. I don't know. It's a mystery. But I loved this very unusual color combo with orange, yellow, and purple. And then I bought this whole thing of pillowcases just for one pair of pillowcases. So I'll probably donate the rest. But they were so cheap. Sometimes you just go ahead and get something because of the price, and then you can get rid of what you don't need out of it. So we have a flannel pillowcase right here. This is just one. Yeah, flannel, or maybe two. Oh, it's a king size. A flannel king sized floral and gingham. And then we have this very 80s looking one. Oh my word. I saw this in there and I was like, wow. That's something else. And then we have just some plain white, or that's cream, and this is white. And this is like a sateen feeling pale bluish gray. And then we have a hunter green pear. These look handmade. I bet you they are. And this is what I bought this bag for. These right here. And these might also be king sized. I think they are. So beautiful. I don't really find vintage sheets at yard sales very often. The sheets were not here, but the pillowcases still were. So I will be washing these and keeping them for crafting and probably donating the rest. I might use one of them. Our son has a king size pillow, but I don't have any king size cases, so I might put this on his pillow. We'll see. Let me know what your favorite item was from this haul. I'm curious to hear. I hope you guys are having a great day, and I'll see you next time. Bye.